Black History Month is the history of Black people in North America, which began with the forced transportation of Africans in the 16th and 17th centuries. Notable people in Black history include Rosa Parks, who refused to give up her bus seat to a white man in 1955, which helped start the Montgomery bus boycott. Jackie Robinson, the first African American to play Major League Baseball, who used his fame to support the Civil Rights Movement. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who fought for equal rights for Black people in the 1950s and 60s. Thurgood Marshall, the first African American to serve on the United States Supreme Court, appointed in 1967. Black history events include the creation of the first school for African American children in the 1770s, the Vermont colony banning slavery in 1777, the Arkansas Freedom Summer in 1965, the Louisiana Freedom Summer in 1964, the Katz drugstore sit-in protest in Des Moines from 1948 to 1949, and the Durham desegregation movement from 1960 to 1964. Black History Month is celebrated every February in the United States and Canada. It honors the contributions and sacrifices of African Americans.
I'm Betty Todd, and I am a person that makes quilts, and I have quilts for sale if anybody's interested in. And we will give you some pictures of some of them. So if anybody's interested, you just let me know which one they would like to order, or if they can let me know if they want to, if they have fabric of older family members, either we can use that.
Okay, thank you. Now we're gonna go check out some samples.
So we have, I have a lot of samples, but we don't have enough room to put them all in. So we have them from kings on down to baby quilts. And my group that I'm in, we meet on Wednesdays and we have a good time. We have a teacher, and sometimes I'm the teacher, and then there's other people teaching me how to do these. And the one that's on the wall up there, it took me longer than any other one because it was a lot bigger than that one up there, and it's on this bed in here. Okay, and I have quilts for sale, and we'll have to put a link out for you to let me know what quilts you're interested in, and I might be able to send them to you. But I need the money first.
All right, well, you heard it here from Miss Betty. Now, how long have you been quilting?
Let me see. Since I moved here in Mobile, Alabama, I was quilting when I was younger. But when I moved here to Mobile, I didn't have a job to do, so I joined the quilting group, and that's been ever since 2013.
Okay, and you're retired. From what work did you do before this?
I was a surgical technologist in Springfield, Ohio for 40 years. And we got transferred from Brooklyn Field in 2010. And we stayed there for 40 years. And
well, we're glad that you're here and God led you back to quilting. Please support, and we'll put that link on the screen.
Quiltsmadeoflove.com. That's quiltsmadeoflove.com. quiltsmadeoflove.com. That's quiltsmadeoflove.com.
Body and Soul by London Doris Harris Washington Health and Wellness Booklet. Get your copy online today.
Go to londondoris.gumroad.com/l/cziom or email londendoris@gmail.com.
Why I Didn't Get Married, audiobook and Spotify special, now playing. Listen now.
Visit cbiztvmedia.com/single-christian-girl. Thank you.
Stay tuned to CBiz Media for special podcasting and radio programming. Follow them at CBiz TV Media online on Facebook or visit cbiztvmedia.com. Stay tuned to CBiz Media for special podcasting and radio programming. Follow them at CBiz TV Media online on Facebook or visit cbiztvmedia.com.
A missing link to the Motown story is told by Jerry Green, the legendary J.G. Contour. A true story that will take you back to a moment in time before Motown Records, Hitsville, USA, and beyond. At some point, all the main players of Motown will appear, and so will Jerry Green, the legendary J.G. Contour.
Jerry Green, the legendary J.G. Contour, is the author of this book, A Missing Link to the Motown Story. You can purchase this book at Amazon.com. The QR code on the back of the book will let you listen to old school music, written by Jerry Green, and that will include the first song written by Jerry Green. It's gonna work out.
Like and follow us on Facebook at licmc.net radio. Stay up on the latest, including our inspiring broadcasters and programming. Thank you for your support.
Al-Qubalon Village, your community center for your neighborhood. Programs for the whole family. Led by Marvis Cofield, John Beverly, and the wonderful staff. Visit 7701 Harper Avenue in Detroit, Michigan. Call 313-921-1616 or on the web at alqubalonvillage.com.
Hello, everyone. This is John Beverly, the businessman with a conscience, here at the Al-Qubalon Village, where each one reach one, each one teach one. One brick, one building, one block at a time. And as we often say, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And we show that we care about the things that we do. And today, for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks or so, I've been focusing on family and teaching love and sharing love. And most important, the people that's important to us in our lives, mothers, fathers, sisters, and brothers, cousins, uncles, and aunts, significant ones, whatever. It's very important that we let them know today. The last couple of weeks I spoke about you're going to miss me when I'm gone. And not necessarily that I'm leaving here, but I'm talking about not only myself, but I'm talking about each and every one of you. You need to practice love, teaching, holding, caring, sharing your feelings with one another. Because when you standing in that pulpit or on the side at the Napoleon talking about how much you miss and the things that you used to do, that's exactly what you're doing, what you used to do, because that's a shell that you're talking to. And we're actually talking to the people that's left here. And they need to know how much you care, how much you feel, what you think about them. Like I say, take a little time out. Take each other out to dinner. We got different businesses and different things that are here that different ones have. My personal friend, very close friend of mine, London, Washington. And London has always shown that she cared by the things that she do. We don't talk all the time, but once a week we do the broadcast and what have you. But as I was saying, London and I, we have the utmost respect for each other, her children, her daughters, her sons. We have built a relationship and we have known each other for over 25 to 30 years or so. And during that time, we often would talk to each other, even when we're not doing a show, and, just let each other know that we appreciate one another. And, you know, I'm often saying things like that. Even our family members, our friends that's in business, we have to show them that we care about not only ourselves, but what they're doing as well. I was talking to my partner, Mr. Kofi, earlier today, and there's strength in numbers. And as I was telling him, you know, my attitude when I first went in business that I was going to put everybody out of business. Unfortunately, I didn't know any better. But during that period of time and over the years, I learned better. I learned that we need each other. And it's not about me, it's not about you, it's about us. And most important, you know, we have to share the things that we do, share information. Because if I was the only person in business over here on Hopper, what if I'd have put everybody out? The only time somebody would come over here is when they would come to get something from me. But if we have a host of businesses, as such as a sandwich shop, a liquor store, a gas station, a wig shop, and others, and each one of them is a drawing card. So when someone comes to see one of those business or the other, and we begin to help one another to stay in business, it's what I say a domino effect. You know, each one reach one, each one teach one, like we often say right here. And there's strength in numbers. If I'm the only one with the other four, if it's four other business, now we are four strong or three strong or five strong. And we can come together and make something happen. But me by myself, I can only do so much. You can only do so much. And on yesterday, we did our little barbecue, our fundraiser. And as my customers was coming in and they began to patronize me and they would tell me how much they would appreciate me. Well, just as well, I made sure that they knew that I appreciated them as well. And like I often say is that it's not what you say, it's what you do. So I had some that liked the lamb and I would throw an extra lamb chop in their plate. And some of them liked it, the ribs. I cut an extra bone or two and throw it in there. And then I even had some say, you don't have to do that. I said, I know I don't, but I just want you to know that I appreciate you, that you could choose to take your money and go to any restaurant or McDonald's, White Castles, or whatever and spend it. But when you choose to come here, I want you to know that I appreciate you. And I could take those few bones that I gave away here, gave away there, and made a couple of extra dollars. But my customers wouldn't know that I care and how I feel about them. So all of my customers, they're not just customers. We have formed what you call a relationship. I have relationships with my customers. They become family as well as friends. And I make sure that they know I need them. They don't need me. So like I often say, we have to support one another. If you know somebody that's in business, go support them. And I told this story once before. There was a Chinese guy that was down the streets from me. And there was a time, you know, you in business and you figure everybody think that just because you're in business, you're making money. But sometimes you make it and sometimes you don't. And there are slow seasons and then there's up seasons as well. And my mother used to would tell me, she said, well, John, if you're doing good today, just hang in there because tomorrow, the next day or so, you may not be. But just as well, if you're doing bad today, she also said, just hang in there. Tomorrow, the next day, you're probably going to pick up. And the Chinese guy that I was telling you about that owned the wig shop, he would often come down there and sometimes, and I didn't know any better because when he would come, you know, I would look out for him. Sometimes he needed a little help financially, sometimes he needed a little advice or whatever. And I shared with him. And if I had a couple of dollars to help him do what he needed to do, because I realized at one point at time or the other that I needed help myself and I had to go to people. But over the years, there come a time when I become a little bit less fortunate. So I definitely understood where he was coming from because when in his hour of need, I was there for him. And not knowing and wanting and wishing somebody could be there for me and didn't know who, here he come to my rescue. I was unfortunately, I had somebody had stole my car. So I was borrowing people cars for about a month or two. And I guess he was, you know, kind of observant. So he noticed something was going on. So he come down and asked me one day, he said, you need a car? And I looked at him and said, yeah, but right now I can't afford one. He said, I'm not trying to sell it. That's why, I don't want to borrow your car because I don't want to be responsible. He said, no. He said, I want to give you a car. And I looked at him like he was crazy, but then I had to entertain that thought because I needed a car. And they said, you never look a gift horse in the mouth. You don't know where your blessings come from or gonna come from. You just keep sowing seeds, you keep being nice, you keep doing things for others, and sooner or later, it's gonna come a time in your life where you're gonna need somebody, and the people that you're looking for it to come from, they're not gonna be there. But the least expected, that's who pops up. And that Korean guy gave me a New Yorker. I think it was an 85 or 86, 87. It was about 9 or 10 years old. But he gave it to me and he told me it had a gas leak. And I took it to the shop. He said, all you got to do is get the gas leak. It runs and everything. Well, I took it to the shop and the guy looked at it, and God knows my finances wasn't that great, but I figured I need to make that investment. And as he looked at it and he fixed it, and he called me back and he said, I got your car fixed. I said, well, what was wrong with it? He said, you had a gas leak. There was a gas line. I said, well, how much owe you? He said, $35. Man, you talking about, they say, you could have shouted. I could have shouted because I got a free car and it didn't cost me. It was running, but to make it run like it's supposed to and have no more issues for a while, didn't cost me but $35. So that Korean came to my rescue, and he was the least expected. I wasn't expecting him to do it. And actually, when he came down, I said to myself, here we go again, because I thought that he was needing something or wanting something from me. But actually, he was coming to be a blessing to me. And he was. So I'm just saying that we have to be careful how we treat people, what we do to people, how we deal with them. And like I say, most important, try to build a relationship with your neighbors. I got a neighbor, Cliff, and we have been neighbors for the last 6, 7 years or so. And a couple of times it snowed, and I dreaded going out there. And by the time I got my clothes on and got ready to go out to shovel the snow, he had blowed my snow, the driveway, the walkway, and everything. And I said, wow, that was nice of him. So the next time I said I was going to return the favor, but before I can get up that time, he had did it again. So finally I got a snowblower and I began to return the favor. So like I say, you have to be careful how you treat people. You don't never know who's going to be there or when they're going to be there, because I've gotten up in the age now. I can't be doing all that kind of stuff. And, sometimes my wife tell me, say, you kind of getting to walking like your daddy. My daddy was 90 years old, so that's after I do my little barbecuing. But all I'm saying is, take the time out. Show some love. Express it. It don't cost nothing for you to tell somebody I appreciate you, for you to tell your wife that you love her, your children, and give them a big hug. And every now and then when you can afford to, take them out to dinner. There's nothing wrong with that. And even in business, I would encourage you other businesses, just to practice. I'm not telling you what to do or how to do it, to run your business. But it's been very instrumental to me, because when I do for people, it always come back one way or the other. If it don't come back to those people in particular, it comes back to somebody else. And never yet have I regretted giving a customer an extra bone, or extra piece of steak, or extra lamb chop, or a chicken dinner. I've had guys that walking up and down the street. My friend that you haven't seen or heard from him in a little while, Elder Piaki, he bought a gentleman a dinner yesterday, which was $20. But he was also the same guy that at one point in time, he wouldn't buy you a pop or give you a glass of water, because he had that kind of attitude. But he said something about being around me encouraged him to start doing things for others. He realized that it was more than just him in the world, and just like he needs, sometimes there's others that need. And in your hour of need, you never know who's going to be there for you. So hopefully today, I said something to encourage you, and thank you for listening to John Beverly, the businessman with a conscience, here at the Alcumalon Village, where each one reach one, each one teach one brick, one building, one block at a time. And thank you and have a great day.
Black History Month is the history of Black people in North America, which began with the forced transportation of Africans in the 16th and 17th centuries. Notable people in Black history include Rosa Parks, who refused to give up her bus seat to a white man in 1955, which helped start the Montgomery bus boycott. Jackie Robinson, the first African American to play Major League Baseball, who used his fame to support the civil rights movement. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who fought for equal rights for Black people in the 1950s and 60s. Thurgood Marshall, the first African American to serve on the United States Supreme Court, appointed in 1967. Black history events include the creation of the first school for African American children in the 1770s, the Vermont colony banning slavery in 1777, the Arkansas Freedom Summer in 1965, the Louisiana Freedom Summer in 1964, the Katz drugstore sit-in protest in Des Moines from 1948 to 1949, and the Durham desegregation movement from 1960 to 1964. Black History Month is celebrated every February in the United States and Canada. It honors the contributions and sacrifices of African Americans.
Need an intro or a promo? Inbox or email cbiztv@yahoo.com.
Give to our Fundraiser Friday family. No gift too small. Your gift is a blessing. Your gift supports women, food and toiletry needs, cancer awareness, family, youth, the gospel, small business, domestic violence, music and the arts, community awareness, mental health, broadcasting, inspiration, building, and uplifting. Spiritual empowerment, $TERRACE 5555. Entrepreneurial empire, $DENISESCOTT 4. Exciting Life Christian Center, Pastor Darlene Bell. Connections to Christian Life, $4 TONIRENEE.
Like and follow us on Facebook at licmc.net radio. Stay up on the latest, including our inspiring broadcasters and programming. Thank you for your support.
I need a touch from you like Mary Magdalene. I need to get to you like the guy who dropped in. I need Jesus, I need Jesus. Everybody needs some Jesus. I need a touch right now. I need a touch right now. I need Jesus, I need Jesus. Everybody needs some Jesus. I need a touch right now. I need a touch right now. I'll have faith in you like the lady with the blood. And I'll wait for you if there was the greatest flood. I need to wait for healing. I need to pray for healing. I need you to come right now and heal me. I need Jesus, I need Jesus. Everybody needs some Jesus. I need a touch right now. I need a touch right now. I need Jesus, I need Jesus. Everybody needs some Jesus. I need a touch right now. I need a touch right now.
It's never too late. Remember to follow your dreams. Keep dreaming and be in pursuit. God bless.
Al-Qubalon Village, your community center for your neighborhood. Programs for the whole family. Led by Marvis Cofield, John Beverly, and the wonderful staff. Visit 7701 Harper Avenue in Detroit, Michigan. Call 313-921-1616 or on the web at alqubalonvillage.com.
Voices and guest hosts wanted for LICMC Radio. Support our station and broadcasters on Fundraiser Fridays. Learn more on licmc.net radio on Facebook. Selection Sunday. Submit your song selection to post on our platform. Inbox us on Facebook. Virtual Sundays. Can't get out to service? Stop in and join us or visit anytime. Starting at 1:30 p.m. Sundays. Like and follow us on Facebook for more. Also appearing on Comcast 20 and 90 Detroit. Email or call us at licmc.netradio@gmail.com 24870108885. Thank you to our sponsors Sonny's Hamburgers. Order now.
Need an intro or a promo? Inbox or email. cbistv@yahoo.com.
That we have, I have a lot of samplers, but we don't have enough room to put them all in. So we have them from Kings on down to baby quilts. And my group that I'm in, we meet on Wednesdays and we have a good time. We have a teacher, and sometimes I'm the teacher, and then there's other people teaching how to do this.
quiltsmadeoflove.com. That's quiltsmadeoflove.com.
Why I Didn't Get Married, audiobook and Spotify special, now playing, listen now.
Visit cbiztvmedia.com/single-christian-girl. Thank you.
Body and Soul by London Doris Harris Washington Health and Wellness Booklet. Get your copy online today.
Go to londondoris.gumroad.com/l/cziom or email londendoris@gmail.com.
Like and follow us on Facebook at licmc.net radio. Stay up on the latest, including our inspiring broadcasters and programming. Thank you for your support.
It's never too late. Remember to follow your dreams. Keep dreaming and be in pursuit. God bless.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know where I'll be without music. That's a true story. I'ma let y'all in too. The gateway to my mind. Yeah. I noticed, had my lowest moments who really was around. With no one, in my emotions I drowned. I found to the people who were near. Well, I be talking, but they don't really hear. I really wanna tell them all the facts, but they can't. I mean, I really can't handle that. Wait, nah, I can't handle that. I let them in and they got ammo if they ever attack. And they do. It's where I'm from. You can't be vulnerable, vulnerable, vulnerable. If there's a chink in your armor, you can bet that's where they coming for, coming for, coming for. Yeah. Why can't they see beyond my mask? Well, I'm a pro, so that's a dumb question to ask. I'm the master of the straight face. Ask me how I'm doing. Shit, chillin', man. Cole should be my last name. And yeah, I'm cold. Got a frozen heart of gold. And it won't thaw. Please say it ain't so.
Deserve Renee. What can I say? Oh, 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 Renee. Wow.
Like and follow us on Facebook at licmc.net radio. Stay up on the latest, including our inspiring broadcasters and programming. Thank you for your support.